All right, cool.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of For the Long Haul podcast. Of course, it's me, Brandon, alongside.
Blaine. And today we're going to talk about our top 2022 purchases. And but until then, you can skip to 5 minutes and 30 seconds of this if you don't want to just hang out with us for a brief moment as we chat and kind of catch up and banter about anything recent. And that's when we'll start the show. All right, you pre stuff?
Well, I want to talk about something that I recently bumped into, and I want to do a little bit more of a deep dive into it later. Okay, so
Okay.
you know how kind of our infrastructure is kind of like crap. The modern infrastructure is kind of crap and all that. Roads break down easily, like there's potholes and all that. Buildings crumble and all that real easy and all that.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Have you heard people complain? It's like saying we don't build roads like they did back in Roman times and all that.
Probably. I mean,
Okay,
not that particular thing, but yeah, keep
well,
going.
and like how a lot of the buildings are still around to this day that was built during ancient Rome and all that,
Yeah.
and how okay, look at the link I sent in that little private chat.
Okay. Uh,
So that it is the Pantheon in Rome. What I am telling them
oh,
to look up and all that. That was built a long time ago. That was built in about 113 125 AD.
it looks good.
So, oh,
Oh
so
wow,
so over 19,000 over 1900 years ago,
that thing looks
that was created.
fantastic for how old
Okay,
it is. It's made out of stone though. Like,
they think they may okay, no, it's concrete now, like how they
oh,
did a bunch of stuff in Rome. They think they figured out how they created Roman concrete because a lot of stuff, like you look at the aqueducts of ancient Rome and all that stuff. It still looks really prestige and all that, like really good. Like it can't be that old, but it is old. It's over like
uh,
almost 2,000 years old or some of it. They think they figured out how the Romans created the concrete and what made it special from how we make concrete now. And it's apparently it's like maybe one, like I read the article, watched a little bit of a video, but apparently it's like they use like I think it's either the way they heat it or the way they add like limestone and all that to it. But
hmm
apparently they've been doing some testing. I don't think it's like official. They figured out the old recipe for it. Like because if they had figured out the old recipe, this would probably change the way we make buildings today.
mm-hmm.
But apparently, like the way they used to make it, if a building got cracked, it'll basically self heal and
Wow,
make it stronger now that because I think because of the heat and the lime and the chemical reaction when it was exposed to water after it cracking. It now actually make it stronger because of the chemical reaction and all that afterwards. But I think they said it's only if they add lime or quick or limestone, one of the two. But it's basically kind of like kind of like that same kind of stone composite thing.
just a little bit of lime. Just
No, not that kind of lime.
I know.
I knew you were gonna say something like that, but so they think it's like
Wow.
the way they heat it, and maybe I think it was volcanic ash they also mixed into it, and they like mixed it in during a certain point, so that way a chemical reaction would happen, and then whenever it gets cracked in with, then whenever like it cracks and breaks, when if that crack gets exposed to water, it will like basically repair itself and become stronger.
That's so cool. It's really crazy to think about how long ago that was, and we've lost that technology.
Just like
Like
how
we don't have anything that
we don't
good.
know how to make Greek fire anymore. We
What is
lost
Greek
that
that? What is
recipe.
that?
Greek fire was basically it was a weapon. I think it was either used. I think it was used in Greece and all that. But basically, they would shoot like this fire projectile to at the enemy ships and all that. It will burn down and all that. But when the fire came in contact with water, it would not evaporate. It will still be on fire and everything. So
It's
like
like
they'll catch
oil and
the water
stuff.
on fire. They think so, but they're not exactly sure. Plus, you got to remember, like they're not exactly sure which one it is, but like it wouldn't extinguish for a long period of time. Or just keep burning and burning and burning and all that.
Whoa, that's freaking cool, man. That's really nuts. That's so
But
much going on that we have no idea. Like we just don't know about.
yeah, they think they may have figured out how they did it. So that's pretty interesting to see like that development. I just bumped into the video and I'm a big history geek, so I thought that was pretty cool. I want to go more into a deep dive on this later.
I want to go here and see this. This is beautiful looking. This building? You can just go inside there? Can you go in?
I want to say so.
Wow, dude, that's cool. It's it's just so neat. A little piece of like grass on the top of it too. I see that little green piece. There's like a green thing out there. There's like some grass growing on the top of it. Wow,
I think I
dude,
see what you're talking about. But
that is
anyway, that
so
actually
sweet.
brought us up to the time frame. Actually,
Well, by about 5 seconds.
yeah.
We had a little 5 seconds, but now we have no seconds left. So, hey, everybody who skipped to the 5:30 or been here the whole time, welcome back to the For the Long Haul podcast. My name is Blaine, sitting alongside
Brandon.
Brandon. And so, like we said today, we're going to talk about our top 2022 purchases and, have a good time.
Yep.
So, Brandon, why don't you kick us off, man?
All right. So for one of mine, oops, hit the wrong button. Will be I guess it'll be the Corsa courses / lessons I've been taking this past year, like learning about data analytics, learning about Tableau, learning about R, learning about a little bit about how to use Excel, gathering data, organize it, try to make it presentable and all that.
Uh huh. Okay.
Because that's also taking up a lot of my time too, and I've been focusing a lot on that. Now I have occasionally taken breaks. Like I really haven't been doing that much since I got back from Mexico, but I've been slowly getting back into it. But
Mm-hmm.
that's probably like one of the biggest things because it's taken up a lot of my time recently,
Yeah,
and
you've
hopefully
been
will
doing
help me
that
get to a new career by 2023 or 2024 at least.
all the way to 2024.
Well, I'm almost going to be done with the lessons, but I want to improve my skills and build a more of a portfolio.
Okay. I got you.
And
Yeah,
I
that's
also
cool.
want to wait with how everything is happening right now and what could happen in the summer.
What can happen in the summer?
Uh, Basically, short term, we can go into into talking
Yeah,
about this
sure.
another episode. But basically, if I think it's the Senate or House of Representatives can't figure out what to do with the debt ceiling and all that, and it looks like we may default or we do default on our debt, it could either trigger a mini recession in the States, or if we actually default on it, it could not just trigger a recession in the States, but it could trigger a global recession if the US defaults on their debt.
Then we have this problem like every couple of years. Like, oh,
Yeah, but see, the last 3 times they just automatically said, "Hey, we'll raise the debt ceiling and all that." This time they
who's
didn't make
they?
it on time, but the U.S. Treasury stepped in and be like, "Okay, we're going to do extraordinary measures to give us until summer for both sides to figure out something."
Okay.
So, and even if we figure out, even if we raise the debt ceiling or figure out what to do, if it looks like the U.S. may default, that will trigger a recession in the
Yeah,
states most
people are gonna
likely.
panic. Yeah, people. Yeah,
But
that's what'll
if
happen.
if we somehow do actually end up defaulting on our debt, that's not only going to put the U.S. in a recession, but economists are saying that will most likely trigger a global recession.
Well, yeah, if one of the biggest countries, goes into the default, well, then it's just like you've got seven people with a lot of money, and one of them's like, actually, I'm broke. I don't think we can split this.
And don't forget, there's also been going layoffs and all that since the beginning of the year. With Amazon,
A
with
little
like I
bit.
think Microsoft just announcing they're doing 7% globally,
Uh huh.
and I think
That's nuts, man.
Amazon. I know one company was like 20%.
Yeah. Okay. We'll put a pin in that just so we don't go too far in there.
Yeah.
But that's pretty interesting. I didn't heard about that, but I think we're gonna be fine. But let's go past. All right. So my top purchase, and I actually had two things, really three things fighting for easily around the top for me is I'm gonna have to put my number one though at my gaming PC that I got this year.
Mm-hmm.
First desktop PC I've ever purchased, especially for the intent of gaming. Never purchased a desktop computer before, just had laptops, just played Xbox a lot, and but it's awesome. I am now officially hearing Brandon play stuff in the background,
My bad.
but
I was checking one thing. I didn't realize I had my phone on a
that's
video when I
okay.
was
You
checking
don't
the
have to
thing.
say sorry. We just keep going. But literally, like It's awesome. Like I'm now officially PC gamer. I don't play with a controller anymore, unlike I've been playing with since I was a wee lad. And so I'm keyboard and mouse pretty much all games, except like like Rocket League. I don't do, but we'll get past that. Small details. But yeah, I'm full send. I went right into it, like right off the bat. As soon as I got it, I'm like, got a mouse, got a keyboard, got to learn. Played terribly, but I was like, this is fun. I enjoyed it, and yeah, it's super cool. I love my game PC. It's great. It's I can play anything and everything. It's what I hoped it would be when I finally knew I would get to that point eventually. But that is my number one purchase. Maybe we should have went backwards. We can't go backwards now, dude. Damn it. I feel like we should have went backwards
Oh
to the
well,
number one. You,
you
you know
live
what
and
I
you
mean?
learn.
It's too late now. Next year we're gonna have to do that. So there's my number one purchase, and we'll keep going from there.
All right, so I don't know if this would be my number two, but like the second one that came to mind was the bookshelves I bought on my birthday and all that because I've been wanting new bookshelves and all that for a while to put on my books, to display some of my stuff I have. They're in the living room. Like both of them are kind of full already. I'm gonna reorganize them and like put in some new books and all that. I can like display them out a little bit and all that. Some of my books,
Mhm.
my manga, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But actually, something I've been wanting to do for a long time because I have two bookshelves, like technically three bookshelves out in the like the living room, the living area. Then I
Yeah.
have two bookshelves in my room. Uh, Probably gonna reorganize those two and organize the ones in the living room. But just happy I finally got a place to display my books, my manga, and all that a little bit more. Especially because I have a bunch and I wanted to display them.
Yeah. That's cool. I don't have. I'm trying to think of like. I don't really have a bookshelf or anything like that, but getting
Yeah, that thing
something that
behind
allows
you.
you to like organize. That's not mine really. That's like Victoria's. Um, Not even if we live together. You know what I mean? Like that's not mine. Like none of that stuff is mine.
Yeah.
There's a succulent on there. I have a little cactus on there actually, and it's technically hers too. That's not even. That was a gift. But getting stuff like that like increases your organizational slash quality of life is great. Like I
Yeah.
want a Tupperware set for my birthday. So speaking of feeling being old, so my
Mhm.
number two purchase, which has actually nothing to do with the segue of being old at all, is exhaust for my bike, for my Supermoto L motorcycle. I got a full exhaust earlier this year, and it is louder.
Well, technically, Oleo last year.
Wait, what? I
You
thought I
said
got it.
Oleo. You said
Ah,
Oleo this year.
we're in 2022 mindset right now. So 2022, early 2020, 2022. I got an exhaust for my bike, and it's awesome. It's louder. It allows it to run a little faster, more airflow, or so on and so forth.
And
And
be a little bit
yeah,
louder.
yeah, I said it was louder, but we should say
Oh, I
louder
didn't hear
twice
that part.
because it's that much louder. So at
Yeah.
least two times louder. It's more than that, but we can say that. But yeah, it's great. I really like the exhaust I got on my bike. It's what was it? A Barker's exhaust. In case you're curious, to go on my DRZ 400 Supermoto. That was a
Uh,
good purchase.
yeah. And you
Expensive,
and you
but good.
yeah. And you were like waiting to put that on a while because I think you had it for like a couple of months before you finally were able to put it on the bike.
Not even a couple months. Do you think I thought it was like 6.
Because I know you
I
put it
moved
on in the
here.
summer. You put it on in the summer. That's when because you were in town when you put it on.
That means I made
And
it the year.
okay.
I got it during July of 21.
Okay, so
Did
yeah, because
I?
you put on in June or July.
I didn't get it July
21.
last year. That's
No,
22.
you put it
So
on your bike last year.
no, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying that I didn't get it last year, July. I got it in July, so that means it was 2021. I got my bike in July ish. So that means 1 year forward to last year, then I put it on during the summer. And I thought I got it in May ish. So I maybe put it on in June. I thought. I'm not
June or
really sure.
July, because I remember it was some Pokemon event going on, and me and Jay were walking on the square, dying of heat, and you
Uh huh.
came in riding.
Yeah. I was like, check it out. And so yeah, that was a cool purchase. I really like that purchase. Makes a little bit more noise. It's kind of a little too loud, but it's great. I like it. All right, what you got at number 3?
So my number three, or the third thing I could think of, was the tournament entry for the Pokemon Go tournament I participated in. I didn't advance that far, but I did enter. I did get a new. I did have some fun, and I did. This did lead me to try to want to be a little more in the PvP scene. So I actually did join a little group that hosts tournaments and all that. And I didn't join the tournament they hosted this month, but I will join the tournament they're hosting in February.
That's cool.
Yeah. And who knows? Maybe I'll try again later this year, somewhere else, or in the next season to try to
Mhm.
go and get an invitation to Worlds and all that. Who knows?
Yeah, that's real cool, man.
Oh,
As long as it's a good time.
but also because because I got like a special package when I went there, I got this playmat too.
Hold it up. There we go. Yeah, you're doing good right there. That's cool. Yeah, I've never even seen that.
Yeah, yeah. So it's a playmat, like it's a playmat they gave out to everybody that bought like an advanced tier in the, because like they also had like a little side events and all that. So
Mhm.
so like I bought one of those so I can do some of the side events and all that, and have like a little momentum for that.
That's cool. That's really cool. Well, my number 4, and this actually not number 4, it's my number 3. This is guaranteed top 3 item for me, and I almost was like, I should be number 1, and I kinda feel like it should be number 1. I'm gonna keep it at 3, but I feel like number 1 because it's life-changing for me. Big lead up on this one. But by number my third item in my list right now is a earwax removal tool with a camera on it. So like, oh, and
Not at all what I was expecting.
I have it in. I should have grabbed it. It's in the other room, but we're not gonna grab it. It's very simple looking. I mean, it looks like a pin. It's about like this long, and then it's got a light at the end of it, and it's got a little like scoop, real small to go in your ear. And you have an app on your phone, and so what you do, you connect to it, and then you go in your ear and you clean your ears. That's cool and all, but for me, why it's life changing is because I typically yearly will get, apparently it's called swimmer's ear, and I never made that connection. I would get swimmer's ear, which is just water in your ear, and if you have heavy earwax in your ears, it connects, it binds, and then you get like a stoppage to where you can't hear. And
Huh.
so you can't get the water out because the water goes into the earwax. So it becomes like a sponge and like that, you could say. And then you're trying to get it out with your finger and stuff or a Q-tip. So now it's malleable, so you can literally pack it in, and that's when you can't hear when it completely just plugs that canal. And I actually had a piece like in my ear that was like that, like literally like, and I pulled out a piece. It was big. So yeah, that's actually like a life, and that was like $25 or something on Amazon, man. And that is, I love that thing just because I never have to worry about my ears being clogged like that ever again, because I can use that to fix it and clean it, or I can just clean them once every like couple months with it. I
You
can go in there and clean them. It's
you
great.
may question me a little bit, a little bit for what I'm about to say, but I always did find those videos and the ingrown hair removal videos for some reason oddly satisfying to watch on Facebook.
I got a. If you want a video, dude, I got one, and it's from my ear, dude.
But you
You're
know
gonna,
what I'm talking about, like how like the dogs and all that would do the videos and all that, like removing
yeah.
earwax to the ingrown hair. For some reason, thought I was weird for this. I for some reason find those so God, what was the word I just
People
said?
like it. Satisfying.
Satisfying to do, to watch for
I
some
have a
reason. I
video.
shouldn't, but I find those satisfying.
You should see this. You should see what the inside of my ear looked like, dude. It was insane. I
I
could
mean,
not believe it
you
looked
show
like
me in
that.
2 weeks.
Okay, if we can remember, it was bad, dude. There was the amount of earwax in there was insane. But we'll move on. I cleaned that bad bitch out, and we get one B word right. We've used an F word. We get one of those. But literally, yeah, I cleaned for a couple hours because I was like learning how to be like careful with it and stuff and use it. And I can't see my eardrum yet, but I did. I never hit it my eardrum or anything because you clean your ear so you can feel it. So you just be real gentle with it. That's the one thing. If you're not confident to like clean your ear and you think you're gonna mess up, then maybe you shouldn't use it. But if you can be real, you can be slow and calm and just kind of explore and get a little farther. my ears are an exception. People's ears really aren't going to look that bad. Typically, you can see your eardrum, but mine were stopped. So I'm slowly like shoveling against the wall and like pulling stuff out or going against the side and grabbing. It was that bad. But
Gotcha.
I recommend that so much. This is the one that I have, at least, as long as they work right. Freaking phenomenal. Such a great purchase. All right.
Hmm.
You got another one?
Yeah. Okay. So in 2021, a buddy of mine kind of got me back into. I want to say back into because I never really considered myself collecting them. I bought a couple, but kind of got me into collecting Funkos again.
Okay.
And last year, me and Jay found a spot in Benbrook, like a comic book shop / a collectible shop and all that. And then so then we followed them on Facebook and all that. They announced that they were going to have 2 voice actors over there in November. And they're from like an anime. And me and Jay both watched, and I was like, "Hey Jay, we actually have Funkos of the characters. Do you want to go there and get it signed?" And I was like, and he was like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" So I only brought one of them because I didn't want to pay for both because I wanted to pay for both, but didn't have the money because it was November. I was focusing more on getting gifts for everybody else than getting anything for myself. So I was like, you know what? I'll
Okay.
just do one for me. Just one, not both. One. Jay ended up doing both because he couldn't decide on which one he wanted to get signed. So he did both characters. I just did one.
Okay.
So then I got this Ostapop signed by the voice actor, and he did a little drawing there on the side too.
Oh, you already have it signed. What's it say?
Yeah. Let's see. This one says, "I am going to be the Wizard King," which is one of the things the character says a lot. Is like kind of one of the main catchphrases and all that in the anime. Jay got this one.
Does it have like a signature, or is it you just know that's his
signature.
handwriting?
Signature right there.
That's freaking cool, man.
Yeah, signature right there, handwriting. And then Jay's got his sign and signed and all that. And he wrote, "My magic's never giving up on his," because that's another thing the character says a lot.
That's cool, man. That's super cool.
And this pop was
Just
looking
some
like
pictures. Did you like take pictures or anything?
no, we didn't.
Okay.
But like me and we were supposed to get something else signed last week, but we got that too late. But we're gonna try it because they're actually having somebody else this weekend, and we're gonna try to get the voice actor for Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z to sign some stuff from us. And he actually voices several different characters from different animes, and I actually have a Vegeta one right here that I'm gonna get him to sign. Then he also voices All Might from My Hero Academia, and I'm gonna get him to sign this one.
That's cool. I wonder what Vegeta looks like the voice actor. I can see it later, but I'm just curious, like someone that sounds like that. I wonder what he looks like.
Yeah, but actually, I see. Pops are collectibles and all that, and getting a signature and all that adds value to it. Right now, I think this one, the one I showed, with the signature is about 140. Is 140 now compared to the original $15 I spent on it, and I think I spent $40 to get it signed. So I could make like about a $90 to $100 profit if I ever do sell it.
Yeah, that's cool.
And that's with the end. If I ever do, if it gets more popular and all that, people may want to get more of it, especially because this is the first one of the series and all that. So I don't know. It could go up in value. But, that's just cool. Something I buy. It's like, oh, hey, I got this signed. I actually have one more signed, like of something else. They're just like random. We were just like shopping, and we like there was like a little Funko store in the mall now, and they were having a signing, and me and Jay were like, hey, let's go see who it is and what it is. It's one of the artists that drew Venom for the comic Lethal Protector, the miniseries. So we got him to like sign like a Venom Funko and all that.
Cool.
And I think that one can go about $140 to $200. So
well, you're not gonna sell them. Well, you might sell them later.
Yeah, later in worst case scenarios.
You're definitely keeping them.
Like I remember, like after the passing of Kevin Conroy, the voice of one of the voice and most iconic ones of Batman, stuff that he signed, Funkos that he signed was selling for like $600, $1,000, really high prices.
Whoa. Okay.
And same thing whenever the actor of Tommy Oliver, the original Green Ranger and the original White Ranger from Power Rangers passed away this year. anything that he signed or stuff that like was connected to him sold for like $600,000. It just skyrocketed up in price by a bunch.
Wow. It probably influxes in price so much. If you want to sell it, it's worth selling it right in that heat of
Yeah, probably
thing
because
happening.
they both just passed away, and I think the peak was whenever they both passed away.
Yeah, definitely. I didn't sleep long enough last night. It's getting me. All right, so the my next item here I've got. So this is my fourth item. That is actually a gift. So I feel like it's not a best purchase because I didn't buy it, but like I was gonna buy one if I didn't get gifted one. So I think that counts.
Yeah.
But actually, so it's an electric kettle,
I've
and
been
so
wanting one so bad.
I I went to Kansas and they used one to brew some pour over coffee, and I was like, I need to get one of these. Like, A, I want to make pour over coffee. That's really cool. But B, I can use it to make tea and stuff, or make it ramen and everything, or boil water
Exactly. That's what I wanted.
quickly. And so I got mine. I grabbed it. So it looks kind of big, but
Well, probably
I
by
guess because it
a
is big.
liter,
I don't know.
2 liters maybe.
1.5 liter max, but you could definitely have 2 liters in here. It boils, so you shouldn't not supposed to go higher than that.
Yeah.
Little click, I closed it. But yeah, this is the electric kettle. I put it on there's a stand it sits on. I just flick that down. Blue light turns on with like 3 minutes. Even less than that. I feel like if there's hardly any water in it, boom, it's boiling. And by the time you're like, what if my water's almost done? It's like done. And it
Who got it
boils
for you?
so fast. Victoria did. I was
Oh,
like, I
nice.
want one of these. But yeah, and there's ones that have spouts, and there's ones that don't. If you're gonna do like pour over coffee stuff, you should have them with the spout. I used to still for pour over coffee. It pours well, and I didn't actually know the importance of having one like with a spout. But I think this one's cooler than the ones with the spout. But the spout one would be more consistent pour over coffee,
The spout ones is the ones that look like the ones you put on the oven too,
like a
right?
teapot.
Yeah. Okay. I know which ones
But
you're
you
talking
don't put
about. Like,
those on the oven. I mean, if it
no,
was
but
a
they have the
manual
same
one, you would.
design, right? They have the same design. Well, like once it
Kinda.
like we just
Except it
sort of
has
point
a
like that.
really it almost looks like a genie lamp. It's got a really thin little thing though versus like the tea kettle pot, like it's a skinnier one. But yeah, there's my electric kettle. It's awesome. I love it, and I use it all the time. I used it last night,
Nice.
and so that's super cool. You have any more, Brandon?
Yeah, but it's kind of like a cheap answer in my opinion, and
Okay.
that is the Pokemon cards I've been buying every couple of months, so that way I can have something to open on Monday. For like those little card opening Mondays I do, while I open a pack on camera and all that.
Yeah.
That's really the only other thing, because like that's actually become really popular and all that. Like it's probably one of the things that gets me the most views on TikTok, Instagram, and all that, and something a lot of people comment on. That's
Yeah.
the only other thing I can think of, and it's honestly fun to do it. Like, sometimes I'm like, oh, I didn't get anything awesome. Maybe next time, you guys. See you guys next time. Let me know what you guys got. And, if you guys have been opening these packs and all that, or this set and all that, then I
Uh-huh.
probably my best episode of that was in the summer when I opened a Pokemon Go set. And I think I told you about this. I had it was like two amazing cards back to back in the same
Wow.
pack. I
Uh-huh.
freaked out. I was like, oh my God. I
Yeah.
don't think I've done anything that amazing on camera for me. We actually did record a video of me and Jay opening up a big like 10 like a big what they call elite trainer box for the last set of this era of Pokemon cards before they move on to the next era. And Jay, one of the packs he got what I refer to, because of somebody I watched on YouTube, double Bengal. He got like two amazing cards back to back, and I'm like, okay,
Mhm.
you in the first three packs you open have got nothing but amazing, and I barely got anything amazing like this.
Well, you got that one whenever that
Yeah,
was.
but like we both opened the same product, and he just got like
Mhm.
amazing stuff. I was like, okay.
Well, sometimes you don't win the coin flip.
Yeah, exactly. Especially because the one he opened, I saw at Walmart and hid for him to go buy.
Oh, you hid that one for him to get it, then he got it. Oh, did y'all each open your own box?
Yeah. We all each
Oh,
got our own box. I bought mine early in the day, and I hid his box so he can go buy
why
it at
didn't you
night.
just buy it for him and have him pay you?
I did not think about that. But lucky for him, I did that because he got the good one.
Yep, that's how it goes. Let's see. So, other for me, I'm pretty much to the end of it here. I'm not gonna get too
I really
much.
got nothing else.
Okay. And so like I've got a couple quick ones I could add, just the things that I like that are like these are cheap items too. One thing that I like a lot for people who have a lot of wires and stuff going around and about, like for like your PC outside of it, like running, or like maybe your TV, like a couple wires coming out the back that you can see underneath it. There's this like it's a cable management like sleeve. It's woven. Actually, I can kind of show you what it looks like here. And so it's like a woven design. And so if I send you the link, Brandon, you can see what I'm talking about. Paste. And so I'm trying to explain it. It's a woven design. He has essentially almost like you think of like what is like a picnic basket, how it's the stuff is woven together, it's plastic. And so if you squeeze it together, it gets wide, almost like the Chinese finger tube
Oh,
thing. If you pull it tight, then it gets, it
more
gets
like
tight longer.
oh my god, what's it called? Chinese something, finger
But
trap or
it's
something like that.
yeah, finger trap, yeah. And so it's just like a cable management sleeve, cable wrap is what it says on here. So it's really cool because it's like a sleeve, so you can put multiple wires in it. And so what I have for my PC here is that I've got several wires running right that would go between my monitors to the desk, and I have all the cables wrapped in a sleeve to where it's just one thing. And then I have several cords going from here to the power. Maybe I don't know if it was 2 cords or 3 cords, whatever it was. And but so instead of having several wires and dangling at different distances coming from my desk, I literally have just one cable, which is wrapped with the fibers, the little management sleeve, and it's literally just one cable coming from the desk to the back, which looks super clean. And but I would recommend getting some of those. I did it for my TV too. Like those are so cheap, and you can get like 10 feet of it for like $5. And so I definitely would recommend getting those. Just a cheap, great purchase that I like that you can easily use to just tidy up wires and stuff that you have around the house. Other than that, I think I'll call it at that. We're 30 minutes in,
Yeah. Oh well, you
and
guys, you guys can.
yeah,
Uh, uh,
I don't know what I'm doing.
you guys. Well, you guys can follow us on Instagram if you guys would like to. At For the Long Haul Podcast on Instagram. You guys can also shoot us an email if you guys would like for whatever reason at FTLH uh, podcast at gmail.com. I really settled on that for a second. Blaine, will you fix that for me real fast and say it again?
So if you'd like to send us an email, apart from whatever reason, if you'd like to send us an email because that's your preferred method of communication, or like maybe sponsorship information and stuff like that, ftlhpodcast@gmail.com, just like for the long haul, ftlhpodcast@gmail.com. And we also have a YouTube channel. I've essentially taken over the ending here, looks like. I heard a breath, but did come out. So that's YouTube. Look up For the Long Haul Podcast. And so if you guys would prefer to see us actually, and while listening to us, get to see us, put us on the background, whatever, welcome that. Give you a little stimulation in the room. Or if you want to do audio, wherever we want to be, we're glad to have you.
All right, you guys have a good one. We'll see you guys next time.
All right, we'll see you guys later.
Okay, now do you feel like doing another one, Blaine, or do you want to call that for today and do another one tomorrow?
We could do another one tomorrow. You work Friday? You probably work Friday, don't you?
I actually do not know my schedule yet,
Oh,
cause
okay.
I am training tomorrow for my new job.
What's your new job?
Ben and Keith.
Do what?
Yeah, basically what Daniel and Seth started out doing. I'm doing that.
What the fuck? Didn't tell me about any of this.
Okay, well, see, okay, so it all happened within 2 weeks. I literally got first. I had to pack a background check. I got past that. Then I think it was
How did
last
we get
Tuesday.
here? Rewind.
basically, $11 an hour was like, you know what? I need to find another. I've been looking for another job for a while, like on the side. I'm like $11 an hour. You know, I can't do that. Like, it's not gonna get me out of debt fast, like I want to do.
Yeah.
Because this year I want to get out of debt.
Yeah.
And then I was like, let me look at Ben and Keith. I saw they were applying for like a store stalker. I applied,
Okay.
got a call. I went to interview with the guy.
Did you
He called
tell
me.
Seth and Daniel about this?
Seth, no. Daniel might know because I did mention to him and I did message him saying, hey, do you know if Ben and Keith is hiring by any chance? He's like, I have no clue, but if you want to know, go check the website. And he sent me the link to the website. He may know, but they don't know I got hired and everything.
What the fuck, dude? I bet you they would have got a referral bonus and got you literally sending like getting somebody hired.
Yeah.
You could have threw him a bone.
Yeah,
and
but
also been like, you have to take me to dinner.
I also didn't think about that because I'm like, I didn't I didn't want to. Okay, because I didn't want to do that, then do a bad job, and then they'll be like, "Oh, you guys before this guy needs doing a job and all that."
I agree with that.
But
This is
anyway,
gonna be hard work. But keep telling me your story.
I got interviewed. Then the guy called me like about a week later, tell me, "Hey, I got the job. Hey, you got the job and all that. I'll put in your 2 weeks at your other job, but do it on good terms and all that because you got to pass a drug test, a physical, and a background check and all that." Before doing these 2 weeks and all that. Background check got passed. Then I went to go get my physical and drug test. Physical passed. Hold back from the drug test. I think this past Friday or Thursday. Got told I passed it. Lily was up at the Fort Worth office today. Did all my onboarding, paperwork stuff, and tomorrow is my first day of training.
So you're gonna run around the stores? You gotta use your car?
Yeah.
Okay.
Paying mileage and all that too.
Yeah,
it's gonna be weird because this is gonna be the first job where I'm paid weekly.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah. So
that's nice. I had that at Dillard's. That's honestly, it's pretty dope getting paid weekly.
I gotta be at Walmart at 6:30 in the morning to meet my trainer and all that.
That's cool, bro.
Probably after
your trainer's like fucking Daniel.
No.
It wouldn't be him, but
no, I already know who it is.
He's like, show up and train this guy, and you're like, hey, I'm Brandon, and they're just like, dude, what the fuck? You didn't say anything.
Only like I think four. But okay, besides my job, I think only like 4 or 5 people know. Like one of them being Craig, because I bumped into him this weekend at what's it called?
At where?
Warden's backyard or something like that.
Yeah, he told me he saw you.
Yeah, because I was with Jay and his group of friends, and then I went to go to the bar. I saw they had video games, and so I went to go to the video games real fast, and boom, though him and Cole were with some of the other buddies playing pool. We talked for a little bit. I went to go get my drink, and then went back to Jay. Then me and Jay went to go get some more drinks. Went to go talk to Craig, then went back to the group.
That's cool, man. So you start tomorrow? Is your first day of training?
Yeah.
So you already left your other job?
Yesterday was my last day.
Wow, dude. What the fuck? That's good, though. So you get a lot more per hour now, huh?
Yeah, it's going to be like $16.50.
That's pretty good.
And also, ironically, the same day I put in my 2 weeks, my other job also had a background check running on me that day because they were going to move me up to supervisor.
At the movies?
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, but what? To make 12?
$12 or $13 an hour.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to match you on that.
Yeah.
How did you figure that out?
What?
They told you?
Oh, yeah. Literally, the GM said, the GM was like, I'm disappointed you're leaving, but happy for you for this opportunity and all that. And he's like, and it's actually funny. I actually had a background check. He said I actually had our HR department run a background check on you this morning. And plus, I was already kind of told by everybody else I was going to get moved up and all that.
Damn, dude.
And, I was like, yeah, blah, blah,
It's been a fun run.
Yeah, it's been a fun run. Manager gave me his contact info, like and his socials and all that to add him on. And then he gave me a poster like that, like he gave me the posters, like one of the posters for the movies that they haven't put out yet.
Oh,
Because
that's cool.
yeah, because usually managers have first dibs at the posters, and then once the movie is released, if none of the managers took it, any of the employees can take them.
Oh, so that's kind of interesting.
So like it was like a month. So it's like a month before the movie comes out. He just gave it to me. He was
Huh.
like, "Here you go, Ben, for all your hard work. I know you've been wanting this one. You've been eyeing it." And I'm like, "Yes, I
Yeah,
have. Yes, I have."
that's cool, man. I'm
Yeah.
glad you managed to move on.
If I did my math right, majority of my debt will be paid off by May. The rest of it by at the latest the end of August.
If you did your math right, so you're estimating how much you're going to spend on expenses and things like
Yeah,
normal now on the extra money.
yeah,
So what is your debt? Like your car and like your credit card or something?
yeah. Which one of them is really high, the other credit card not as high, and then my car, give it like what at the movie theater would have been paid off in March or probably between April or May. With this job, I should have it paid off beginning of March.
That's
And that's
good.
what's me putting a bunch more money into it. These are the next 2
Yeah,
payments.
that's really cool. What was I going to say? Fuck.
That's
Oh,
if
the
I
debt. Yeah.
get then then the other debt is probably like about give or take about $7,000.
Yeah. Whenever I was like started that job right before COVID, the COVID happened. Yeah, I had like 5 grand in credit card debt. And that was like, it wasn't just like 2 months. I was like slowly piling it for months. I don't know about
Yeah,
5, but I think it was 45. It may have been 5, it may have been 53. Like, I fuck, it
yeah.
was, and I was like, I was feeling like, damn, dude, this sucks. Like, I just keep
It
slowly
doesn't.
throwing it.
Hey, and it doesn't help that I reached a point where like I'm getting the interest charged to me too now.
Oh, you're no longer on the free.
No, no, no.
And
So
that's
that's
one
also
thing.
been killing me, and I'm also trying to like get ahead of it too.
Yeah.
But
Let's start
if
taking
I
all your money doing that. I'm trying
yeah,
to see how much.
so
Nip, nip.
if I did my math out, I should have all of it done by August. I should have all of it done by August.
So whenever I joined Mint, and that was right before I started paying off all my cards, I had
Yeah.
$5,400 in debt, and that was all on credit cards. I didn't have any other kind of loans.
But like about yeah, so majority of it should be paid off by May, then the rest should be paid off by August.
Oh
And
yeah,
this is
dude.
me also doing extreme budgeting.
Well, you better leave yourself a little wiggle room.
Well, see, I rather have like everything and not have that much money for myself and get it all done this year and then start saving up all the money.
Yeah, I mean,
Especially if, like, worst case scenario, a recession does happen by the end of summer. I would rather have most of my debt paid off.
yeah, but I don't know, just do it in a reasonable manner. I think.
Yeah.
Like, don't cut yourself dry. Like, can't do anything. Like, you need to be able to go enjoy some stuff.
Yeah.
So I kind
But
of did
like,
some stuff like that. You know.
because like I kind of already have my finances planned out the rest of the year, give or take, if I did all the math correctly and all that, and nothing happens. And if I continue my kind of plan, I should be good at September and have a nice little emergency fund and all that slash cushion.
Yeah, that'll be nice. I've started like because I bought that stuff earlier in the year. Those are expensive purchases, and
Yeah.
I made them like drawn out because it was free. And but I was like, I'm not spending money this month, but I'm literally like not saving much money. I was like, what the fuck?
And what I
And
also
so
want
like
to
recently, I'm saving a lot of money. I'm like, hell yeah, finally.
And also because of my dad and what he's done, I kind of want to do the same thing. And once I get most of my debt down to like probably about 3,000, which will probably be give or take June, maybe April. I
Uh
mean
huh.
June or May. I want to get either an American Express travel card or the Chase version of that. and start getting
Okay.
points on that.
I hate to run, but I think I have an emergency poop.
All right. Hey, did you want to do another episode or just like do another one tomorrow?
Let's aim for another one tomorrow and potentially Friday. I'm off Friday.
Okay, yeah, I'll let you because I'm gonna meet up with my trainer tomorrow, and I'll let you know how my schedule is.
All right, man. Sounds
All right,
good.
hey, just don't leave this yet once I end the recording because I gotta
Ooh,
wait for your
okay.
thing to upload it fast, right?
Good call. Yeah, I'm definitely about to go poop.
Yeah, so just go poop, and then whenever you're done, go check on it. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. Later.
Let's see you.